Hello YouTube and welcome back to episode 3 now of Let's Build an Egyptian City, and we are finally going to be finishing the lighthouse today. We're not going to be doing interior, I'm probably going to do that off camera, but we're going to be done with the exterior, and there has been a bit of an update. I did quite a bit of work off camera, so let's have a look at that. Boom. So, I actually can't remember whereabouts we left off in the last episode. It's been a couple of days since recording that, but I added these little statues in, which I think works really nice. I've basically put all the floors in, nothing past that really. We've got this small area here, not sure if we're going to have anything to do with that, and then basically just, it's all the same, straight through. And then we actually built this as well. I say we, I built this. I really like what I've done. Like using the different mix of materials here. There's 3 different types of materials in this wall, and I think it fits really nicely. I've got the dark sandstone, the big sandstone bricks, and this one, tan sandstone. So this is like more of a natural rock texture, but I've got that in there as well. We've gone for these gothic pillars because the colour just fit and it just makes it a little bit grander, a little nicer. I've gone for some random holes in here. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I thought I just added a bit of a pattern into the wall. We might make it a bit fancier later on with trapdoors. We've got our archway. These are really cool, and it's basically just it's nothing too fancy. It's just a little way of getting up here, and I thought it just makes the build less symmetrical and breaks it up and makes it look a little bit more interesting. And then the other thing to show you guys, I really want your opinions on this, is I've been having a go at some vegetation and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like this bit, I'm not happy with this bit at all. Like I think maybe it's just because that one feels like he's out of place. Just need to break it up a little bit more, I think. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this vegetation, and like, should I be using these trees and stuff like that, or is there a block that I should be using, or just what do you guys think? But let's go up to the top, and we're going to get started on the lighthouse today. Also, for a sort of disclaimer, I am sorry if I sound a bit groggy or just like boring in this episode. I'm pretty hungover, so yeah. We've had some nice weather in the UK, and yeah, when it's nice, you go out drinking. So anyway, let's just fill this in with wood for now. We're probably going to end up changing this to a stone material to match this outer layer because we can't get rid of that, and then we can start building up the tower. And I'm probably just going to build it up by a couple of blocks and then cut the video to when I've done that, and we've got something to start with. Okay guys, so we're going to be changing this to white in just a minute, but I think for now we're probably just going to get a few of the basics down for what we're going to be working with. So we need a doorway onto this section here, so we can add that in there, and I think we can have some sort of thing across the top here, sort of marking out that doorway. Then I want like a couple of windows like that, and then we're going to have another, is that 2 blocks? No, another 2 blocks, and this is going to be the sort of lighthouse bit. This is where the flame is going to be, so to speak. Just heard a really weird noise. So yeah, we've got this going on, and then this is where the lighthouse fiery bit is going to be. So let's just build this up a little bit higher. Is that high enough? I'm thinking I want this to be quite tall. If we were going to do a pillar, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we want 7 blocks. I think 7, maybe even 9. Let me just eat 9. Yeah, I'm going to go for 9 blocks high for these like pillared bits. Actually, no, 7 blocks. 7 blocks high. And then we're going to have a lip sticking out, probably 2 block lip, and then we're going to have like a domed roof. So we've got that shape going on. So we've sort of done a bit of planning, so we kind of have an idea of what we want to go with when it comes to this. So what I'm going to do is build out the base layers. So basically just build it up on all four sides, change the materials to the white, and then we'll get on to detailing. So I will be back in a sec, guys. Okay, we're back, and this pretty much is how our lighthouse is going to be looking. So let's go in at the top. I kind of like the height now. It seems like a good height. Let's get into detailing some of this. So we need a lot of white blocks. So it would be really nice if I could just type in white. Actually, we could use this, couldn't we? Apparently there's no adjacent blocks. We have smooth marble column. Could be interesting. We've got engravings. Could also be interesting. Marble pedestal. Whatever that is. Got some pillars and chiseled quartz. Do a couple more times, see if anything interesting turns up. I'm not sure if it is. I feel like we might have got everything. Right, I'm just gonna have a quick look as well, like just in case anything jumps out. We've got like, you know, marble column. Actually, yeah, we've got different types of columns, haven't we? So let's try them. White ivory pillar. Corinth capital. Oh, I kind of want to use that as well. That trellis. I really like that. That texture. I used it on some Chinese stuff when I was testing the mod out on the Reforged server. So yeah, that was really cool. Right, which of these pillar blocks do we want to use? Do we want to use the normal quartz block? Do we want to use this one, which is like a little bit dirtier, I suppose? There's an ivory pillar. Ooh, that's fancy. That's a little fancier. I think we use this ivory one. It's a little bit fancier, isn't it? I mean, I suppose, you know, you've got that and that. Nope, that for those ones. But yeah, I think I want to go for that ivory one. Okay, so we put that. Now we want to see where we want these pillars to be. I'm thinking maybe I might build that in, like here. Ugh, hay fever is kicking my butt right now. Literally, I was fine until I started recording. Next thing, my nose gets all stuffy, and I'm just like, I want to die. So yeah, if anyone's got hay fever, they understand. They know my pain. We can put this block all around like that, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking this is a bit too chunky now. Ooh, is there a trapdoor version of this block? And can we use C to... Wait, what do these do? Oh, yes there is. Fantastic. Okay, so also, yeah, why aren't we using those blocks? That makes a lot more sense to have thinner pillars. So let's go and we'll go for the cobblestone wall version. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. But also, I'm planning on doing this now, just to give it like that. I'm not gonna be able to. That's well, that's annoying. So much for that idea, I guess. I mean, that just looks a bit too weird, doesn't it? Okay, so we're gonna have to go for 4 blocks instead of the trapdoors, unfortunately. These pillars, though. Start using. I don't know. I don't think I like it. I think I need like this one, the like normal column, but in that texture. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, works a little bit nicer, doesn't it? You could just do that to frame that window, and then probably put them here on the corners, and like this. And maybe I need the quartz block. Because now it's looking too dirty and I want it to be a bit cleaner, so we just go quartz. And we want to go for quartz pillar. I think this should be the right block. Yes, it is. Yeah, instantly I like that so much more. Like when it comes to the full block, I like the dirtier one. When it comes to this, I want the cleaner one. Weird. Yeah, so we like that. So let's go around and add all these in. Okay, I got a bit carried away, but we've done all the pillars all around the side, and we've basically just put this block all along the side. I'm going to do that again up here, and maybe bring those pillars up again. I'm not sure if I want it doubly pillared, because I want these to be pillared with the least fancy ones. Not the least, but the less fancier ones, because we can have these blocks like that. I think that should probably be one up, and then I don't know what material is going to be here, but no, we'll just do that for now. Just kind of blend it in. But do we want to continue these pillars up like this? Because, like I said, I'm not too sure if I want to double pillar everything. I feel like that'll be a bit too much. Yeah, it's definitely going to be too much, so we'll get rid of these side ones. We probably won't have to add them in. And I think what I'm going to do is work on this dome a little bit, just to show you guys how I work through that. And then I will go and do everything off camera, like doing all the changes, because it's basically just me doing the same thing over and over again. It's a very symmetrical part of the build, this bit, so yeah. So for the dome, you look at the shape that we've got, and I want it to be steep, and like steep to start, so we're going to go 2 blocks high, and we're going to do that, let's see, they shouldn't be there, so that needs to go here, steep like this, up like this, and I'm basically just going to build this just out of 4 blocks to get the shape. I'm going to go up on the tips like that, and this is how I always do this kind of stuff, you know, you basically just start on the 4 sides, they're the easiest to do, and then you can always just build the corners in between, and then we've got that little plus at the top, so that's not looking bad. With some stirs and some slabs, that's going to smooth it out real nice. They can just go up to there, then like that, maybe even throw that in there, put that inside, and just jut that out like that. Yeah, so again, slabs and stuff, they're going to look smoothened out, so I don't even think that's a word. I think I've just invented a new word. Smoothened. I don't know. Maybe it is a word. The more I say it, the more it sounds like a word. Oh my god. Hay fever. Okay, so we can do that, and that. And there we go. We have our dome. So, you know, say that'll be a slab. That'll be a slab. You know what, I'm actually just going to get some slabs and show you guys. Slab. Quartz, what I'll do. This is going to be gold, if I can get a nice gold texture. But I'm just sort of showing you guys how I'm thinking through this. I think that's probably going to be all slabs here. Ooh dear. That's not meant to look like this. How rude. There we go. Slab on this side. Ooh, Discord noise. That goes there, and just do a slab on top. And there we go. So already that looks so much nicer, and that's just simple smoothing. We still need to put some stirs in on these bits. Probably here as well. Maybe even slab that. I think maybe slab that, and these two will be stirs. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna come back, and everything apart from the fire and staircase will be done, and then we're going to do that bit on camera, and then the lighthouse will be done. So, okay, progress, guys. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, we are back, and it has been a few days, because what happened was I recorded the end of the episode, and it wasn't that good, because I was all hungover and stuff, and then I re-recorded it again, and I still wasn't quite happy with it, so now I'm feeling a bit better. That was all on Sunday. It's now Thursday. We are back to recording. It's just been too hot to do anything, really. But I'll show you guys what we've finished up with. So we've actually got a staircase in place now. We've got these nice windows. There probably could be a bit more detail put in here, but I'm kind of happy with it as it is. I don't want to go too sort of fancy and overboard, but we have our staircase, which is just a nice simple spiral all the way up to the top. I put these wood beams in here for extra support, just because it breaks it up against the white. I thought about putting white marble pillars in there, but then I was like, no, I'll just go for wood. It contrasts a little nicer. We actually haven't got a pyre for the wood, because on this, let's see, just grab oak planks or something. On the single player mode, I can't keep fire lit, and obviously if I put a big pile of wood there, then these fences then start connecting, which isn't really what we ideally want. But something like that is what would happen, and then we get our flint and steel. And this is the issue, is that the fire doesn't stay lit long enough for me to light all of these planks of wood. Now the wood actually does burn away, so we have to put this out quickly. I think I accidentally turned off a rule, one of the game rules, the fire tick one. So if you guys know what that is on single player to stop fire spreading, I know it's like game rule fire tick false, something like that. But if there's a way to, because like when I set things on fire, for example, when we used to do this on the server and stuff, it would stay lit, but after a few seconds that'll go out now. It'll go out now. There you go, it went out. I was starting to think that it was going to make a fool of me then. Yeah, so if you guys know a way of stopping that on single player, then we can just constantly have it lit without having to throw in netherrack, which would just look weird up here. Then that'll be really useful and really cool. Also, I took out this middle pillar. Not sure what you guys think about that, but as this is facing out to sea, I figured that would be sort of the best way to, you know, get more out of it. And since I've done that, I'm thinking of maybe taking out 3 other pillars so that we've just got these corner ones. I had this idea of having a big shield on a track, and you would use that in a circle, but I think it's more likely they would just have like a couple of mirrors set up in the corners maybe, or it'd just be guys with big bronze shields just to reflect the light. So yeah, that's what I've done with that. I'm not really too sure what to put up here, so I kind of left it empty. We still haven't done any of the interior as far as, you know, this staircase, or like, you know, getting back and forth between the buildings. I still need to work on this entrance a little bit more because I'm not too happy with this. Also, I was thinking of putting the entrance on that side, but that's not a big deal. We are going to have, like, you know, kitchens and bedrooms and stuff like that in this actual building, because like I said, this is going to be sort of like almost a military presence in this lighthouse, where people live and work in here, the ones who look after the lighthouse part of it. The vegetation down here, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to wait until this episode has been uploaded and I get a few comments back before I actually start recording the next episode, because normally when I'm all excited about a series, I'll just record like 5 or 6 videos and then I'm like, oh, but I still haven't had the feedback from, you know, that one all the way over there. But so we want to wait on that. And then the big main question is, what do you guys want to see me do next? Do you want to see me working on the docks? Do you want me to go work on the palace, on a pyramid, on the temple? What do you guys want to see next? And that is what I will start building. For me, it makes sense to move on to the docks, which is actually not going to be too bad. If I press GA to get the journey map up here, you can sort of see whereabouts we are now. So the lighthouse is here. There's going to be a path going around the top. Don't know if you guys can see my mouse cursor, but look at the lighthouse, follow it around. There's going to be a path sort of going around there. And then I'm thinking of having like a wall all along here and a wall all along there. And we're going to have like a big walled city, I think. It might not be, you know, classic Egyptian, but I am sort of adding a spin on it just to make it look a little bit nicer in Minecraft. And there is more on sort of the layout of the stuff that we're going to be getting into in the next episode, and that's all thanks to some guy who was commenting down below, and we might be changing where some things are. So we'll talk about that in the next episode, I think. But that is it for this episode, guys. Just wanted to get this out there. Hopefully the video will be uploaded tonight. If not, it will be tomorrow morning. And I will see you guys in the next one. Simple.